We're going to head to Brazil now. Rescue operations are continuing in the flood-hit state of Rio Grande do Sul. River levels rose further after more rain at the weekend. This is making rescue efforts harder and delaying people getting back to their homes. 148 people are known to have died, 600,000 displaced. 600,000 displaced. But some have decided to stay.
The water level in this area has dropped a bit, but as you can see, it's raining again, and the latest forecast says we are expecting even more rain in the coming days. And in provided shelters, people have been expressing anger and some frustration as the situation continues. They complain that it's not clear to them when they will be able to resume their lives, or even if they are going to be allowed to go back to their homes.
For that. Well, we're going to head to Canada now. Shifting winds are expected to push a major wildfire away from the country's major oil-producing region. The fire doubled in size in a day. More than 6,000 people were ordered to leave their homes. 6,000 people were ordered to leave their homes. Wildfire season has come early this year, with thousands of people in Western Canada affected. Here's Megan Owen.
Now, wildfire season in Canada is normal, it happens every year. But actually what's not normal this year is just how early the fires have come. Now, typically they start in July and August, but the fires are starting to come earlier and earlier, and that's because of tinder dry conditions, high winds and rising temperatures due to climate change. High winds and rising temperatures due to climate change. Now, 6,000 residents have been asked to evacuate from the city. Now, 6,000 residents have been asked to evacuate from the city. And this is not unfamiliar territory for them, because in 2016, 90,000 residents were also evacuated and 2,400 homes were destroyed. So let's just take a look at that footage in 2016. Some pretty dramatic plumes of smoke there. Dramatic plumes of smoke there. Here we can see residents leaving the city in the last few days against the backdrop of flames and smoke in the sky. Against the backdrop of flames and smoke in the sky. And if we look from the bird's eye point of view, we can see just how much congestion and standstill traffic there is.
Now, 3 in 5 adults in England say extreme weather has made it harder for them to be physically active. Here's our sports editor, Dan Rowan.
One of the wettest UK winters on record has meant cricket matches up and down the country have had to be cancelled.
There was 6 games at least in a row, back to back, rained off. There was 6 games at least in a row, back to back, rained off.
But clubs like this could now benefit from £45 million that funding agency Sport England is making available to help them battle climate change. Clubs like this could now benefit from £45 million to help them battle climate change. Meanwhile, Worcestershire Cricket Club admits it may have to move from its historic New Road ground because of what it called unprecedented and increasingly regular flooding. Manchester United were forced into a clean-up operation earlier this week after Old Trafford struggled to cope when a month's worth of rain fell in just 2 hours. Clubs at all levels now being impacted by extreme weather conditions. Dan Rowan, BBC News.